Hello, friends, family, and beauty pageant contestants. My name is Alea. I almost forgot my name for a second. My name is Alea, and I am starting a new series called Tunisian Crochet Tuesday, where I talk about Tunisian crochet on a Tuesday. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Tunisian crochet hooks, which is my favorite subject because I am obsessed with Tunisian crochet hooks and regular crochet hooks, I'm going to be completely honest. Um, but before we get into the video, I have a couple of housekeeping items that I need to take care of. If you are watching this video right now and you enjoy my content, or you don't enjoy the content, or you just want to help a sister out, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post one video a week, and I also go live multiple times during the weekend. And I would love to have you there. If you could like this video, that would really help me out. And also comment down below whether any of this information was useful or you're gonna now learn how to Tunisian crochet, which I would love to do for you. If you have any video recommendations of what I should film next, I would also love to hear from you down below in the comment section. Alright, so now that all of that is out the way, let's get into the hooks. Literally, I love hooks. Like, I don't know what it is. I think maybe I was a handyman in a past life. I just love tools in general. But anyway, so let's get started. So first off, I'm going to talk about what you should be looking for in a Tunisian crochet hook and why it's so important. So I think that as regular crocheters, or if you're a beginner, this is just something you need to know. When you're choosing crochet hooks, there's two types of hooks to look out for, right? So we have the inline hook and we have the incline hook. So this is what's called an incline hook. It gradually increases in size, and the hook is much rounder on both the top and the hook. An inline hook has very sharp features. The top is very pointed. The hook itself right here is very pointed. And the gradual increase from the hook to the base or the gauge is very dramatic and very precise, I guess you could say. Personally for me, I am more of an incline hook. So I love my boy hooks. I love tulip. I love clover hooks, right? I don't really, when it comes to regular crochet, I'm not much of an incline just because I feel like the motion that I use, I have a knife hold. So the motion that I use, I feel like is just it's too much motion, I guess, if that makes any sense. But that's why when I'm doing regular crochet, I prefer my incline hooks. Now, but it is different for Tunisian crochet. In Tunisian crochet, it is almost imperative that you find hooks that are in this inline hook shape. The nature of Tunisian crochet and how you are bringing hooks, sometimes even through multiple bars or pieces of yarn in your working piece, and because you have a lot of live loops on your hook as you're working, it just makes things a lot easier. And I think if you are trying to figure out which one suits you better, I would highly recommend just trying both of them out. So I'm going to talk about the main ones that I have here. So let's get started with the one that I just showed. This is a Susan Bates Tunisian crochet hook. From the top of the crochet hook to the bottom of the base where the stopper is, it is about 9 inches, which is perfect working space if you're doing things, small projects like dishcloths, or if you're doing a scarf that is about this width, and other small little things. That is perfect for this size hook. Now this is a size 6. I also have a 5mm as well. So this is what they look like. They have Susan Bates on the top of them, and they also have the size. So I would highly recommend these if you're just starting out. They are relatively inexpensive, and you can find them at, like I said, both Joann's and Michael's. Next, I also showed you is going to be the double-ended Tunisian crochet hook. As you see on both ends, it has a hook on it. You can find these in both inline and incline. This just so happens to be at my local Michael's, I believe I got this one from. This is also Susan Bates, and it's a 6mm Tunisian crochet hook. Now, you may ask, why is there 2 hooks on each end? I never seen this before. So the reason why there's 2 hooks on each end is this hook is mainly intended for color work in Tunisian crochet. How color work is the nature of it is you actually need 2 balls of yarn. You will be using, for your forward pass, you'll be using 1 ball of yarn, and then for your return pass, you'll be using another ball of yarn. It sounds really complicated, but I promise I will get to a video where I show you exactly what I'm talking about. And color working is actually really easy and really, really fun if you love to switch up the look of your Tunisian crochet. All right, next is going to be a corded Tunisian crochet hook. Now, these are fairly common. They're also called Afghan hooks. So if you're looking on Amazon or Michael's or Joann's, you might also want to look under Afghan hooks. That's where you find something like this. Now, Afghan hooks have a really long tail. This is super long. And it's mainly used for Afghans, but you can use it for, like, if you're doing a cardigan or a sweater or anything that you need a lot of room for your live stitches on your Tunisian crochet hook. So this just so happens to be one of my favorite affordable ones. This is a Chiago, and this is actually 11.5mm Tunisian crochet hook. And it, as you can see, has this really curly tail. And you can fix this by dipping it in some hot water and straightening out, and it can manipulate to however shape you want it. Me, I don't mind it looking like this because I've only used it one time, and honestly it had heavier yarn on it, so I didn't really matter to me. When you're shopping, I will say this, and I feel like a lot of people don't really mention this, but when you're shopping for a corded Tunisian crochet hook, some of the things that you're going to want to think about is the fact that you're going to want a hook that the cord actually swivels and turns. And what I mean by swivel and turn is that the crochet hook turns independently of the actual cord. I have another Tunisian crochet hook that's actually fixed. I'm going to show you. It's this one. This is another Chiago. It's really, really big. And it's, this one doesn't turn, which doesn't bother me, but it's nicer if it turns because then just the movement of my hand, there's a lot of motion. I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot of motion, and it's just really better if the hook itself moved without the friction of the yarn and the tubing not giving me the free will to do so, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure in a video and in your experience, you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right, so the next one is going to be another double-ended Tunisian crochet hook. However, I'm going to be assembling it because if you have a set of Tunisian crochet hooks, you can actually do this fairly easy. So all you need is oh my gosh, where's my cord? Okay, all you need is a cord and 2 crochet hooks that are close in size. So I have a 5mm and a 5.5mm Tunisian crochet, just Tunisian crochet hooks that are interchangeable, and you can put one on one side. You like that noise? And then you put the other on the other side. And oh my gosh. All right, and what that creates is a double-ended Tunisian crochet hook that's corded. Now, it gives the same, it's also used for color work just like this one is. This one is just longer and probably more flexible for whatever project that you're using that has to deal with color work. Now, the reason why I say you can do this with any set is because most people don't want to go out and buy a second hook of whatever set they're using, right? Or you can buy separate hooks that are permanently fixed together that are Tunisian crochet. But this is just probably the most affordable one if you already have a set, right? So what you would do is you would use the higher gauge or higher crochet hook or bigger crochet hook. So for example, this 5mm you would use for the forward pass, and then for the return pass you would use the smaller one to bring the yarn through all those loops. So that's another little hack tip, whatever, for you to save you a little money if you wanted to do color work, but you need a longer Tunisian crochet hook, and you can use like your longer cords as well. When it comes to me, I prefer the Lantern Moon Tunisian crochet hook set. This doesn't come with the set. I just have this here. But I like this. It has all the sizes that I would need. I also have the 10mm that I bought separate from this set. It is pricey, and I do plan on doing a full review of this set later on down the line on another Tunisian Crochet Tuesday, so look out for that. But I really like the craftsmanship of this set, and it's just nice. I'm gonna be honest. It's like the Louis Vuitton of crochet hooks, and it's literally my prized possession. When it comes to cords, I personally prefer cords that are like metal and that are coated. They just work better. They just work better. But however, if you're on a budget, I would definitely start out with a Susan Bates Tunisian crochet hook. I think they're like $3 at Michael's or Joann's. Or if you don't know if you're gonna like Tunisian crochet and you want to just try it out, you can get one of hooks like this. These are like $1, $2 at the most. You get from Walmart, Michael's, Joann's, and you can put a rubber band at the end of it, or I've seen people put like erasers at the end of it as a little stopper, and you can practice on smaller stuff, so maybe like a couple dishcloths, and see if you like Tunisian crochet that way. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was very informative. Leave a like if you did, and comment down below which hook or hooks are you interested in, and maybe I'll do a more in-depth detail video on that subject. As always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.